So hopefully everybody can actually hear me. If somebody were actually to join. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, your number's probably. The hope is that one person falls for it. Yeah, I think how long does that call take you? A couple minutes. If you're able to compromise on security on average, so it's like, yeah, okay. I had 100,000 people a week. That's the fun great.
Hey, Rachel, how are you? Can you hear me? Hey, Steve, if you can hear me, I am smoking the Filthy Hooligan. You should come down to REMs and join us. We have a full house. Steve, what are you smoking today? Very good. Filthy Hooligan. Yeah, for AJ Fernandez. Yeah. So we need more people to join. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens not that often, or fairly often. Have a good one, Andrew. Mm-hmm. Sure. So, Filthy Hooligan, Alec Bradley. Every year they come out with a cigar celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Looks like a Connecticut broadleaf and candela wrapper. Very mild, surprisingly. That could just be because I am in Colorado, mile high, and everything here is loses about half of its intensity. Slightly sweet taste. Not a bad smoke. Not something that I would normally pick up, but because it is St. Patrick's Day, we'll go ahead and uh, smoke this one. I'm glad everybody can hear me. Huh? Oh yeah, me and my maybe Steve, if he's still on, Steve Gonzalez. Supposedly, yeah. Say something, Steve, or other Steve. Yeah. See? Tell. Yeah. 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 So my first foray into live streaming is going fantastic. My first foray into live streaming is going really well. I am 9 minutes in, and Steve and Rachel may be watching, or they may not be. They may have left already. Let's see if I can add any more tags now. Edit. Um, huh. Mhm. And so, so what am I getting now that I'm into the first third of the cigar? What am I getting? Let's find out. Like I said, it's a very mellow cigar, especially to the first third here. Um, the cigar is about a year old. This is the 2020 version. Couldn't get any of the 2021s this year. Slightly earthy tobacco, leather, kind of like what you expect from a cigar. Slightly sweet, kind of like a slightly sweet espresso. That's probably the Candela wrapper, as you can see. It's the green is the Candela. Burn is just fantastic, as you can see. Little flaky. I'll probably ash it here in just a minute so I don't Kenny. Um, if you're not familiar with the term, Kenny is something that we came up with here in the lounge when you ash on yourself. Um, came about while we were smoking the Super Colosso, and the gentleman smoking, his name was Kenny, had about that much ash and just dropped it all over himself. Well, if you've ever seen a Super Colosso, then you know it's an 11 by 90 cigar, and that's an awful lot of ash to drop on yourself. So ever since then, we call it Kennying, or being, doing a Kenny. Sorry, this is an Alec Bradley, not an AJ Fernandez. I apologize. I'm not sure why I thought it was a Fernandez, but it is a Bradley. Apparently, this cigar has been an annual thing beginning in 2016. So for the last 5 years, Alec Bradley has come out with this stick. It's Candela, and it's a Nicaraguan jalapa wrapper made in Honduras with Ecuadorian and Sumatra binder and Honduran and Panamanian filler. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a lot of tobacco in Panama. Yeah, very interesting. As you can see, it's a barber pole. It got a 90 rating. It's a very good stick. Slightly mild, but a good stick. Let's see. So, as you saw, starting to flake there, so go ahead and ash. Yeah, why not? So I went on mute there for just a second to make a comment about some of the Confederate statues that were being torn down, and somebody made the comment that they're erasing history. I said they're not erasing history; they're just not going to glorify history anymore. No, Rob did. So that was why I went on mute. I apologize for the interruption. Walker was a very big businessman here in the Grand Valley, early 1900s. Had a very interesting transformation. Early on in his life, he was very opinionated. Over time, though, his opinions changed and became very philanthropic and other things. I'm trying to be nice here. Now that I'm getting some more of that candela in here, kind of grassiness, less less of that espresso. Again, still very very mellow. Um, Interesting smoke. If you actually haven't had one of these, they only make about 2,000 boxes a year. Go ahead and pick one up. You may have to pick one up on the secondary market from like Cigar Bid, Cigar International, online retailer if your brick and mortar can't get them. But give the cigar give it a shot. So they're continuing the discussion about naming buildings after people. It's a very interesting conversation. It's amazing what you can talk about in a cigar lounge. Cigars really allow people from various backgrounds, religious and political views, to actually sit down and talk because they have something in common, and that is cigars. And so, some of the best conversations I've ever had are actually with people in a cigar lounge. So, what do you guys do on St. Patty's Day? I know a lot of people will do the corned beef and cabbage. I know people will go to the bar, get an Irish coffee, green beer. What are your family histories or traditions for St. Patty's Day? I really enjoy the corned beef and cabbage. I know Mrs. Dapper doesn't like cabbage, but we had corned beef about a week ago in the slow cooker. Instead of water, we used Guinness. That was very good. So, how do you celebrate St. Patty's Day? Do you guys celebrate St. Patty's Day? Um, do you smoke a specific cigar? Do you have a particular drink? I actually have some Talmor Dew that I will be drinking when I get home to help celebrate St. Patty's Day. Talmor Dew is a very good Irish whiskey. If you haven't had it, give it a shot. Now we're talking about Churchill. Why not? Same topic, just talking about Churchill. So, have you ever found that you could have a really good conversation with somebody over cigars? Um, what were you talking about? Well, cigars are a great equalizer. You can sit down pretty much anywhere. I travel for work a lot. I can go to any cigar lounge and talk to people, or I can just sit in the corner and with my iPad and watch some Netflix. Uh, what do you do when you go have a cigar? Do you travel? What else do you want this channel to do? Actually, I was thinking about that the other day. I do want to get back into doing more cigar and whiskey reviews and more type videos. I was, I think we're going to start a segment on golf. Went down the YouTube rabbit hole over the last several months. Found a couple very good golf channels, Golf Mates and Bad Golf, if you're interested. Very fun. They don't take golf very seriously. Bad golf, especially, is just two friends going out and playing golf horribly. I think one has like an 18 handicap, the other one has like a 24 handicap, and their premise is that you don't have to be good at golf to enjoy it. You just have to go out with a buddy and have a good time. Golf Mates is also very similar. Uh, they have the guy that runs the channel mostly. He is a tour caddy for the European Tour. He has an 8 handicap. His dad is nearly 80 years old and golfs. They have a buddy on there called the Golf Mate, OMP, Old Man Pete, nearly 80 years old. Also goes out and plays golf. So thought about doing some golf videos. Would you guys like to see any golf videos? Me, myself, and maybe a few other buddies going to local courses here around Colorado and eventually beyond. Doing various golf challenges, 3-hole challenges, stuff like that. I thought that might be interesting for the channel. What do you guys think? Now we're back on statues. I'm just giving the guys here in the lounge a hard time because I'm essentially just talking to myself. So let's take a look at the burn here. As you can see, it's a wee bit wonky. We'll do it like this maybe. Easier to see. Starting to burn a little bit longer there, not there. So start of a canoe. I'm going to turn it over, see if I can get the burn to correct itself. This isn't quite to the point where we'll have to touch up with a lighter, but we'll see if that comes to pass or not. As you can see, I'm back, and I was getting a lot of that jalapa wrapper. Try to get more of that candela there. That one actually had a bit of a longer finish. Can't really pinpoint the flavor. Kind of reminds me of like a black tea, kind of not like Lipton or Louisiana, but like a English breakfast tea, I think. Still very mild, but really good flavor on that one. Yeah, luckily, so the burn is starting to correct itself. Hmm. So, so what are your getting back to again? I'm just talking to myself here, but if you see this video in the future, what are your favorite cigars? Do you like Connecticut, something that's a little bit more mild? Do you prefer full body cigars, something like a CAO Flathead? I know the Flathead is actually one of my favorite sticks, the 660. Just really good flavor, really good construction. I think at like 95 rating by Cigars Aficionado in 2015. I think it was like number three cigar of the year, number five cigar of the year. So it's a very good stick and very good construction. So what's your favorite cigar? Do you do your preferences for cigars change throughout the day? So do you start off with a Connecticut in the morning and like a more full body at night? I know a lot of pipe smokers will do something like now it's a Peterson early morning blend, and then throughout the day they'll move to like a mixer 965 and then to a nightcap in the evening. Or is it the reverse? Do you prefer something nice and strong in the morning and something nice and light in the evening?
That is the best. I was in Ybor City
Yeah.
at Cuban Coffee with some cigars.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little sweeter.
Oh yeah. The guys in the lounge now are talking about Cuban coffees. I'll put that back here so I don't spill it. Well, let's see who's pinging me here. Let's see. No. Oh, so yesterday got my COVID-19 shot. Got the first one. Go back in a couple weeks for my second one. Got the Pfizer. Took me about 15 minutes from the time I walked in to the time I got the shot. Then of course you have to wait a few minutes after to make sure there's no adverse reactions. But overall, it was a very quick process. Enjoyed it very much. This is Dapper Man is just asking when I want to be home. So I said, yeah, I'll be home after I do this thing. Mhm. Sorry about that, folks. I know it's kind of rude to text while you're doing a live stream, but I'm the only one here at the moment. So, hmm. So as you can see, burn is much better now. It's starting to correct itself. Obviously, the live stream, so I haven't used my lighter to correct it at all. It'll go ahead and correct itself, finish correcting itself shortly. So, so yeah, going back to the golf idea, we need a name for the segment of golf. Don't know what we're gonna call it yet. Horrible golf, how not to golf, really bad golf. We'll come up with something, and we'll have. I think we're gonna have some fun actually doing the videos, which is the purpose of this channel. It's just kind of try new cigars, try new whiskeys, play some golf now, and just kind of enjoy it. Uh, thought about doing a Patreon type of thing. As you know, I do make my own beard oils and beard butters, and part of the Patreon would be at a certain level once a month. I'd send you a bottle of beard oil and beard butter. Um, would you actually like that? Would you? Because we are actually starting to create more and more content these days. Would you like subscriber only content or early access to content? Um, would you like us to do like a virtual book club or book reviews? I'm currently reading a book on how to present like Steve Jobs, essentially. It's a fascinating book. A couple books I've read in the past, like Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence Others. We could definitely do a video on that. Want to do a video getting back to cigars on why you would use a guillotine versus a punch versus a V cut. Hmm. So getting into the end of the first third, starting the second third, getting again most of that Candela wrapper right there. Still getting that very light, very mellow, like black tea, maybe a little bit of grass. Not a whole lot of earth and leather and traditional tobacco flavors, strong tobacco flavors. This is a very nice light cigar, something that you can enjoy in an early morning on a walk. How's it going, gentlemen? Good. Trying to do my first live stream on YouTube. So far, I have 0 people watching. Yeah, try again.
They do a stand-up job over there,
And just
entertaining the masses.
yeah,
And not masses, but just
yeah.
like, I would just be
You guys in the lounge give me an A for effort and say I'm doing a fantastic job on this video, which means you need to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified next time I do a live stream. Flip it over again, let some of the heat rise. I'm trying to even this thing out. You got to power puff that super colossal up there. Got to tell you that. Yeah, I might as well. Nobody's watching. It's not like this is being recorded for all time. It's St. Patty's Day. Mm-hmm. Tell more do. Mm. Ooh. Hmm. Kind of vanilla. Yeah, kind of get a bunch of vanilla out of that. Let's see if it pairs well with the Filthy Hooligan. Actually, it pairs very, very well. Kind of getting like a graham cracker when I combine them. Definitely getting that sweet vanilla from the Tullamore Dew, combining with that tea, so it's kind of creating like a graham cracker, kind of like a vanilla wafers. Actually, it's really good. Actually, that's another question that you can answer in the comments. What are your favorite cigar pairings? Cigar and whiskey, or beer, or coffee, or tea? What is your favorite cigar pairing? I know one of the gentlemen here in the lounge will do like root beer or actual sugar coke with his cigars. We have another guy that does nothing but Dr. Pepper. Yeah. So I think I'm going to just touch that up just real quick. There we go. That's all that it takes. Quick spritz of heat, and you can see now it's there we go. And that's just black tea, in case you're wondering. The ice is melted, but it was iced tea when I poured it. So, as you can see, much better now. Go ahead and ash it again so I don't can't eat myself. How do you ash a cigar? I usually just kind of flick it like a cigarette. Oh, wow, that was loud. Some people will roll the cigar against the ashtray. Some people just let it fall everywhere. So, well, we're about what, half hour in, maybe a little bit more. 36 minutes according to the clock. How do you think this live stream is going as we watch it later on? Obviously, if I actually have more people join in, it'll be more interactive, less just me vamping all the time. So, thought about doing this with my regular cigar reviews as well. Usually try to do this on Saturday morning here in the lounge. I think I'll start live streaming those as well. So, what do you guys think about that idea? Every time I do a cigar review, I will do it live. Then I can go ahead and take that video later, and I can go ahead and edit it down for the blog. Um, if you're not familiar with the Dapper Man, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. Mostly on Instagram these days at the Dapper Man US. Of course, our website, thedapperman.org. If you're interested in my beard oil and beard butter, you can email me at gregory.foster@thedapperman.org, and I'll be happy to respond to you and sell you some beard oil and beard butter. It's 100% natural. I only buy my ingredients from small farms and co-ops, and so it's fair trade, and it has to be eco-certified, meaning they have to use sustainable farming practices. My shea butter that I use in my beard butter comes from a small co-op in Africa. My jojoba oil comes from a orchard in Palestine. So yeah, I'm going to start doing a live stream every Saturday. First cigar of the day. I'll come in here. I do have lodge the first Saturday of every month, so I may not start the live stream until uh, noonish. But I'll go ahead and do my first live stream every Saturday. My first cigar of the day. Then we'll do my golf videos. Uh, what else you guys want to see? I definitely do want to grow this channel, so you gotta tell me what you want to see, and I'll go ahead and make the content, and then we'll go ahead and get it on YouTube and drive up my numbers, and we'll go ahead and get everything taken care of. Afternoon, Victor. That's a fantastic question for the crowd here. What is everybody's go-to smoke? I've already said mine is the Flathead 660. Victor is the 858. Do you prefer the añejo or so añejo if you can find it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 858 natural for Victor. Steve. All right. Undercrown. Very good stick. Yeah. Your Poor Man Liga. Yeah, the Undercrown. Yeah. Yeah. Ligas, if you can afford them, are worth it. Padron 7000 or 858. Gentlemen, go to cigars. Well, guys, I guess. Cigars, what the hell is that? What's your favorite pipe tobacco? All right. Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
the best class or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So the other two answers are whatever I have in my hand. Well, the Macanudo Cafe is very, very mild. I think down at sea level it would be a lot different because we're losing half the flavor up here at a mile high. The red is really good. The green is fantastic. I get a lot of the cedar from the green. Yeah,
I haven't noticed that the flavor change. And actually, it seems to be a little bit stronger than
interesting.
yeah.
So Stretch is saying that the cigars taste better at higher altitudes. To me, it's been the opposite. They get more muted at higher altitudes.
I prefer more than altitude the humidity.
Yeah.
It's so much better. You can find it
So like,
after a rainstorm in Miami
yeah.
while sipping on Cuban coffee, humidity.
All right. So Stephen is saying humidity versus altitude. Yeah. Well, we have like almost no humidity here in Grand Junction, so we're drier than Phoenix and drier than Tucson. Mhm. So, yeah, I've smoked. Again, since I traveled for work, I had it's either Nish Bold or Rocky 55, which are both very, very peppery. Here at nearly a mile high, it's nothing to write home about pepper wise. Down there, I felt like I damn near burned my mouth off. My sinuses were burning, and yeah, it was good. And I grew up in Albuquerque, so I love spice. Yeah. Also different kinds of spice, like pepper spice versus like a wood or cedar spice. Cinnamon spice is really, she's very hot. But in a cigar, that's very inflammatory for the sinuses. Yeah, yeah. So padrones are always, I can't say always because I don't like, uh, what did Yoda say about exactitudes? I don't know. I can't remember the quote, but uh, you can't always be perfect. So that's why I try not to say I always use my blinker. All padrones are fantastic, or because every now and then you just might get one that's rolled badly. Yeah, the padrones are extremely consistent. They're very good. Yeah, it seems like consistency, especially in 2020 with the pandemic, consistency of cigars has dropped a little bit. I know Stretch has had a big tunneling problem on a lot of sticks lately. Uh, it's also why I don't do a lot of like boutique blends, like the CAO Mortal Coil. Fantastic cigar if you've not had one. Amazing cigar. I've never tasted a cigar like it. It's more like smoking pipe tobacco, uh, but it was a very limited release. So I try not to do a lot of those. I'm a CAO guy mostly, so the Zocalo is 100% Mexican tobacco. They're again very good, but they only made like 50,000 boxes and they're gone. The CAO Anaconda series was the same way. So I try not to do a lot of boutique blends. It's been the same blend for many, many years. So I don't consider this like a boutique. Second, third so far, also very, very mild. Getting there's very, very subtle grass notes. Now on the long finish, it does. That's where you get a lot of your taste for this cigar. Kind of getting like a lot of bread or toast. Like yeah, a lot of toast. So how are you holding up with the whole COVID pandemic? I know it's been a year. We just hit the year mark here in Mesa County where I live. We've actually been very lucky because we are isolated halfway between Denver and Salt Lake City. How are you holding up? Luckily, I was able to, as an IT consultant, I was able to work from home, work from the cigar lounge a lot once they opened back up. But how have you been handling COVID? Are you ready to get back to normal? What do you think that new normal is going to look like, or is it going to be the old normal that we're used to? Like I said earlier, I just got my first vaccine shot, so I'm extremely excited. Yeah, a lot of like grass notes on the smoke, and then the finish is like that toast. At least here in the second third. It's only 5:30, Victor. What are you doing pouring out the coffee? True. Oh, okay. Went ahead and just ashed it again. So hopefully everybody can hear me. Actually, I hope the audio is actually decent on this. Next time I may try to use a wired mic, like I normally do with my videos. I think I'll take off the bands. At least the bottom band here. It's not coming off very easily. Hate it when a band does that. Then you gotta pick at it, and that's why I usually wait until until I have to, until the heat of the cigar will often loosen up the glue, allow you to peel the band off a lot easier. Whew. So yeah, Mrs. Dapper Man actually works at a lumber yard. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, heat it up a little bit, and yeah, they're talking about lumber prices now, and yeah. There we go. Finally got it off. Ripped the wrapper a little bit, but shows you the construction of the cigar. It's actually a candela mostly with just a little bit of that jalapa wrapper. So you can kind of see it better now. That green is a candela. And it's strange, candela used to be the number one wrapper here in the U.S. And then people's taste shifted away from candela to more broadleaf and Maduro and Habano wrapper. So nowadays, not a lot of cigars are made with the candela wrapper. So starting the final third, same flavor profile, still very, very light, still very, very grassy, not a lot of earth. Then in the long finish, still getting some of that toast.
advanced industry, presence industry, specific, just sketchy folks.
So,
Buy steel, fabrication shop,
just throw that in there. Now we're talking about U.S. manufacturing.
we got to ship the ore in, right? We got to ship the ore in.
So it's Wednesday. We've made it halfway through the week. St. Patty's Day. Give you an update on the burn. Kind of getting a little more like a wood flavor there instead of grass. So burn's starting to go a little wonky again. I'll try to keep it even. And that's because I had of how I had to take the bottom wrapper off. So the other day I was talking to a gentleman here talking about how some of the times cigars will tar up on him. I asked him, does he purge his cigars? He kind of gave me this weird look like, what do you mean by purge it? And what I mean is, do you blow through the cigar? So after I light the cigar, generally I will go ahead and purge it to get any of the gases that have built up in there out. But also as I smoke it, I'll also blow through it and purge it that way as well. Kind of redistributes any of the tars that start building up towards the head of the cigar. Kind of starts pushing them back down through the cigar a little bit, and it'll start. It'll prevent the cigar from turning on you. There we go. Yeah, so the getting to the final third, you're getting a lot more of that wood note instead of the grass. So it's a little more strong, or a little stronger. On the long finish, it's kind of a indistinct, like just tobacco flavor. So very interesting stick here. Very, like I said, very mild. It's a great St. Patty's Day stick. I don't know if I would actually buy a box and smoke them throughout the year. Usually like a little more flavor for my cigars than this. What about you? Love a good cup of tea. Growing up in Albuquerque, we actually do a lot of iced tea, a lot of sun tea out there. And just the flavor you get from the letting a jar of water with a bunch of tea bags in it just sit outside, absorb the heat from the sun, and kind of do like a cold brew. It's a different flavor than if you were to brew it in like a tea maker. It's very interesting and it's distinct. And I think if you tried it, you probably enjoy it a lot. So at the hour mark, I will go ahead and terminate this live stream. Just about 3.5 more minutes from now. Uh, but if you like this video, I hope you do. Hope you find it. Hope you watch it. Give us a thumbs up. Have a good one, Steve. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you have any questions or comments, just put them down below. You can hit the bell notification and subscribe, or hit subscribe and hit the bell notification to get notified when I do post a new video. I hope to be doing a lot more of these in the future. Hopefully, we'll actually have better attendance in the future. This was just kind of last minute, and I only have a very small subscriber base, so I wasn't expecting a whole lot. And this is really just a dry run to see if we, how we do in the future there. So just about another couple minutes. I'll continue smoking here, continue vamping. What do you want to see in the future from the channel? Uh, what don't you want to see? If there's something you don't want us to do, definitely tell us. We won't do it. But we definitely want to start growing the channel. We're going to definitely start doing more videos on a more consistent basis. That's been the hardest part. Is the day job just gets in the way when you're working 40 to 60 hours a week. Plus you have lodge and everything else. But and family issues come up. It's hard to make content. So definitely want to grow the channel and hopefully over the next year I hit 1,000 subscribers. Maybe the next 2 years hit 1,000 subscribers. We're about 260 right now, so it's really important that we do get that subscriber count up. Go and watch our videos. If you make a comment, we'll reply to you. If you want to see more beard stuff, let us know. If you want to know more about my beard oils and beard butters, we'll do videos on those, like how to use a beard oil, how to use a beard butter, stuff like that. If you want more men's fashion, especially for larger gentlemen, we could definitely do that. I think I have a video. Check it out. It's on uh, Allen Edmonds. I love Allen Edmonds shoes, and I went out and bought a brand new pair. I got a pair of the seconds, and I got a pair off of eBay and sent it in for refurbishment. And you can actually see all three of those videos, and I kind of do a price comparison, so you can see which is the best value for you. Uh, they're fantastic shoes. Uh, Getting married soon, so I'll be doing a video on my suit. I'm going to get a tailor-made suit, and we'll do several videos on that. We'll be doing our golf videos. So just let us know what you want us to do, what you want to see, and we'll go ahead and get it done. You can contact us through social media, like I said, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. You can email us at gregory.foster@thedapperman.org. Check out the website. You can contact us through there. Final flavor notes. Still getting that grass, still getting that wood, getting that toast on the long finish. But I think we're going to wrap it up here now. I hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you all soon. Have a good one. Bye.